Don't let them be for the streets. Don't let them be out there.
That's it. But nah, man, that's what it is. But what about you, man? Like, what's been going on in your life? What's the motive right now?
The motive right now. The motive hasn't really changed. I'm always just trying to be a better person, learn, be open to new ideas and concepts and everything. I think more so the things that I'm kind of like, things that have changed is, becoming a lot more spiritual, searching for God, searching for peace, like inner peace. And also like a different perspective on the grind. For me, like, I don't know, like I loved the grind before. I loved the hustle. But I think I looked at it from a very negative lens. Like, you have to do this. If you don't, you're a failure. You're this, you're that. Or even when I did have success, I was still like, you didn't do well enough. You should have done more. This should be done. Or like, what's next? There's no time to celebrate. Whereas now, like, to be honest, like, things have been really rough, but they're on just like the upswing now. But I'm just enjoying the whole journey.
Yeah.
I'm just, and it's hard at times. But I don't know how I'm able to do this now, but like, there's just this calmness that everything will be okay. And it's not this calmness of everything will be okay, it will just work out for me. It's everything will be okay, I'm doing the work and it's going to work out. Something will work, I just need to continue pushing and it will work out. It might not work out at the exact time. It might not work out the exact way, but it will work out. So that's going on. And then just like, I've been just like slaying the gym lately, man.
Yes.
I
Okay.
just
I knew you were going to say this. I knew you were going to say this.
Oh my God.
And you're trying to get like leaner?
Yeah, right now.
Okay.
Right now,
And this is just a personal decision? You just feel like getting leaner?
Bro, one day, I think for the longest time I wanted to get leaner because it's been like 3 years since I've been on stage. And it happened and everything. And like that, like kind of just shot me in the foot.
Yeah. Many of us.
Mentally, physically, wasn't able to go to the gym. I didn't really see a point. And that was a weak mindset of myself. I know a lot of people actually got more fit during COVID. I was not one of them. I kind of just like let myself go.
Same.
Yeah, I don't know what it was, but just one day I was like, I'm going to do cardio today. And then like, that was like, I don't even know, 5-6 weeks ago. And I think there's been like weeks where I haven't missed a day of cardio.
Love it.
Most of the days now I'm doing cardio twice a day and my workout.
Love it.
Today, like I said, I just went trying to get over the sinus infection. I'm trying to convince myself, do not work out today. Just do your cardio, but do not work out.
Because it'll make it worse?
Yeah, just want to give myself my body. I mean, there's enough stress on my body from doing the cardio and everything, but like, just give yourself a rest. Give yourself a rest. I know how important rest is.
Yes.
But like when I'm in my zone,
Yeah.
I just want to be in my zone.
Yeah.
Quick little story. About 2 nights ago, I think it was, I got home and I was so friggin' tired. So tired. I'm like, I really don't want to go to the gym. I sat down on the couch. I'm like, man, I really, really, really don't want to go. I don't think I'm going. And in the process of me deciding I'm not going, I'm like, you're gonna get up and you're gonna go, and not because like you're probably not gonna do a good workout.
Right.
You probably might even just stretch.
Right.
You might even just walk, but you need to prove to yourself that when everything is telling you not to go, that you are still in control, and you make the rules. You're the boss. So if you say that you're going, if you made your mind up that you're going, you have made that commitment to yourself, and your ass is going to get up and go. There's no discussion here.
Right.
And I just went, and yeah, I was honest. I said I'm going to just do 10 minutes because I want to prove it to myself, and that's all I did. I just did 10 minutes walking on the machine, did nothing for me, but mentally told me and reminded me, you're strong.
And correct me if I'm wrong. Now that you're staying very consistent in the gym again, and I'm saying very particular, in the gym, because the gym, we can argue, but I'm going to say it made us the men who we are.
Yeah.
Men taught us a lot.
Oh.
The gym taught us a lot of lessons in life.
Let me wait to hear what this question's going to lead to, because I think I know where it's going.
It's just like, now that you're staying consistent, the rest of your life.
Yes, that's exactly what I thought you were going to ask.
And come together,
exactly what's happened,
and gel. That's now exactly that you're staying consistent in the gym.
That's exactly what's happened.
Right.
So right away, you know, I wouldn't. At times, I've wondered. I think we've talked about this before. Like, I'm like, am I an alcoholic? Because like, I like to drink. I like to drink, right?
Many of us do.
We've talked about this,
right?
I
think so.
And you know, I don't have to get ridiculously drunk or anything, but like even when I'm not drinking a lot, you know, 1 drink every 2-3 nights, 2 drinks every 2-3 nights was like common for me, which is still a lot, mind you. That's because alcohol's just shit.
Yeah.
And since I've done that, man, like once every other weekend, I might have a drink.
And are you missing anything?
No, nothing. There's been this Jack Daniel's ginger beer that's been sitting in my fridge for like 4 weeks now. And every time I'm like, oh, nah.
Why?
Nah.
Yeah, why? Especially when you're so into fitness and you know what it's technically doing to your body. You know what I mean? I feel like the only reason many of us will even drink is just like almost social pressure. Like when you're out, you feel like you have to.
Yeah.
Right?
So, to answer your question, everything else, like I'm taking physics now.
Cool.
I just decided I want to do that.
You're a bookworm, huh?
Yeah, it's so cool, man.
Like
Physics is so cool.
Yeah.
I wish I took that a lot like further before.
Yeah.
But I'm absolutely loving it. It's hard as shit because it's self-taught.
Okay.
But I love it. It's so cool, man.
Yeah, you're a bookworm. I could tell, man.
Mass times what is it? Mass times acceleration equals force, and like all those equations and shit. Like it's so cool. Kinetic energy, finding out like, oh man, coefficient, all that shit. It's so cool.
I took physics in like grade 11. It was the worst mark I've ever received.
But is it not cool though?
Life. It's very cool.
It's cool.
It's very cool.
You can figure out like, oh, where is this ball gonna land, or what? How long is it gonna take to get there, and all that stuff. It's so cool.
Yeah. I definitely love it, and I would learn physics more if it was taught to me in a different way.
Yeah.
Show me how it works.
Yeah.
I've never been a person that could be dictated to and just like read a book. Like I can't learn like that.
I can't either, but this is what the hand that I'm dealt, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just doing it.
Yeah.
But I just like that you can apply physics to like, it's something you can actually use.
Yeah.
You can actually apply that to
to everything.
Your daily life.
Yeah.
You know, how fast are these tires are gonna wear?
Yeah.
How fast can I take this corner?
Yeah.
Like all of that stuff, like it's so cool.
This is where the nerd comes out.
Yeah, it's so cool. It's so cool to me. So on the other side of the nerd, like, man, no video games. We were talking about that before the video games, before we started. And just to kind of like continue with what we were talking about, since I started working out again and like just been way more consistent with that.
Yeah.
Doing the study and like working on my business really, really hard, making some pivots there as well.
Awesome.
I've wanted to play, but every time I want to play, I'm like, oh, it's too late, or like I should be doing something else.
Yeah.
And I want to, but I'm just like, I can't give myself the excuse to do it.
Yeah.
I'm like, how are you going to play video games? Like, you don't have X, Y, Z.
You're learning to prioritize.
You don't have you're not making 12, like 15K a month. You can't be playing video games.
Yeah, you have to prioritize. And it's so hard, like even where the position you're in, it's so hard. Or it's so easy, I should say. So easy to like fall back into that slump.
Right.
Like to get addicted to the game. Because that's what they're designed to do. Really.
Oh my God, yeah.
We're designed to pick up our phones and play a game. Like it's designed to keep us addicted and stuck off of what we should be doing, right? I would say that I'm in a similar position, but because of the way my life is set up, I'm having a lot more difficulty. I feel like I'm in a point of my life where it's very crucial, like depending on what I do now will either make me or break me for the next 10 to 15 years. I feel a lot of pressure right now. Like you, the pandemic messed me up big time, especially when it comes to fitness.
Yeah.
Before the pandemic, dude, I looked like a damn superhero. You competed
like just before that,
just
too?
before,
like a year, or
like a year and a half before the
that?
pandemic. But I had maintained it.
Yeah, you were
maintaining. My guy, I look back on photos with me and my kids when they were younger. I looked like a damn Superman, bro.
Yeah.
Like I looked like a superhero. It was, and it almost breaks my heart, and I feel like an absolute failure that I'm not even close to that right now.
Yeah.
The pandemic like many of us, it broke me fitness wise. And long story short, I haven't been able to get back to that.
Yeah.
Now, I know what I want to do in life, and I know what I need to do. The issue that I have is that I haven't been able to get consistent.
Yeah.
I know that consistency will bring me to the next level.
Yeah.
But getting consistent has been so difficult because my life juggles so much.
Yeah.
And that's not because I'm trying to juggle so much. It's just difficult. I have a family. I have kids. It's a lot to do. And that's why I say it gets harder, right? Once you have kids, things get more difficult.
Yeah.
But over the last, I'd say 6 to 8 months, I've been putting my life in a position where hopefully I can get back to being consistent. And I want to say even consistent in the gym, because I know I need the gym to build my life and get to that next stage of my life. I have to have it. And if I don't have it,
such a bro thing to say, but it's so true.
If I don't have it, I will fail. Yeah. I know that. Yeah. I have to get back, and I'm absolutely ashamed. I'm ashamed of where I am. Yeah. I should be better. I didn't stop. Don't get me wrong. I didn't stop.
That's the thing I want to say. I wanted to interrupt and say, like, bro, you've been way more consistent than me during that time.
Well,
and during the last few years, you've been very consistent.
Yeah, and
you're getting up at 4 a.m. if you need to, which I'm just doing that now.
Right.
If that's when it has to happen. Then that's when it has to happen. Where I remember you told me that before, and I was like, oh God, I am not doing that.
Yeah.
And now I'm just like, yeah.
I don't want to get into this episode, but yeah, I stopped working out for early in the morning. Yeah. I needed to stop to, again, align certain other things in my life to try to get back to some sort of consistency.
Okay.
Right? So I had to stop the 4 a.m. workouts for lack of better terms, or not lack of better terms. Long story short, I needed more sleep. Right? So I'm trying to set things up to eventually get better. And I feel like I'm getting very close to being able to get back to that position, to get back to the gym. Because it's so incredibly important.
Yeah.
So important. And I need it ASAP in my life. And like I was saying, I never stopped. I always kept going a little bit. But
the push is not there. The hunger.
The push is
There's a beast that turns on sometimes. And
yes.
When it's not there, it's not there.
Yes.
And you can still go, but you're like the beast. He's gone. He's checked out.
Right.
Somewhere else.
And as a trainer, you may can confirm this or not, but there's men who reach a specific age and they may have a specific life, they may have a wife, they may have kids, and a lot of men will fall off at that time. A lot of men will get their wife, get their kids, and they ain't going to the gym. They're on the couch, they're watching football.
I never want to.
They're watching basketball. I never want to be that either.
Sitting there with a massive belly and you're just gravy
on
your shirt.
No, I don't want to be that either. And don't get me wrong, being that is fun.
It's not fun.
Listen,
it's comfortable. That's what it is.
It's easy. It's comfortable. For me to come home and just sit on the couch and turn on the TV, whatever, play with the kids a little bit, go have some dinner. That is real easy to do. I'm someone who doesn't like taking the easy way, right? I've always taken kind of the more difficult route.
You're not weak. I told this to a friend the other day. I'm like, if you want the easiest way to make a man weak is to give him some sex. Or my words were some pussy.
Don't get me
give
into
him
this.
Pussy and some cheap entertainment.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's all you need to do, and he'll just shut down if he's weak.
Yeah.
Right. If I was going to say more detail, you need to have a girl that you want to always win. You're trying to always prove yourself to. And it's not because you feel that you have to.
Preach.
It's that you want to.
Yeah, preach.
I want to be able to buy her nice things. I want her to see how strong I am.
You want to impress her.
To have confidence that I can protect her.
You want to impress her. Just like you did when you first met her, you want to impress
100%.
her. Yeah.
So, the weak guy, if your girl's always telling you, oh, you're okay, I mean, it's good to have support, but once you start letting that go to your head, oh, I can chill, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
You're in trouble.
Yeah.
And it might sound harsh, but now you know, you don't want a girl like that.
No.
You want a girl to be like, what the fuck, bro? You haven't been to the gym in like 3 months.
My girl's not doing that.
Go. For the love of God, like, I'll wash the dishes. Just go. Just get out of the house, because I don't even want to see you right now watching another football game with popcorn and a beer.
Or you at least have a woman who supports that. Because my woman doesn't push me, but she will never say, no, you can't go to the gym here. I'm with these kids.
Yeah.
She knows how important it is to me.
Yeah.
Right? She supports me, and if I say, I gotta go to the gym, I'm going to the gym. And another thing, like everything I said, all the difficulty that I'm having, it would be real easy for me to go to the gym and do whatever I need to do if I was an absent father. If I was a father who wasn't around and didn't put my kids first and my wife first, and like was there for them and wanted to be at their basketball games and gymnastics and wanted to coach my son's soccer team, right? If I didn't want to do those things and I just prioritized myself, it'd be easy to do everything. Yeah. I could say, I have a wife, I have kids, and I go to the gym and I look like a superhero. It'd be really easy, right? Really easy. But I wouldn't be a father. I wouldn't be there in the home. Some people may argue that's fine.
Yeah.
For me, it's not.
I want to challenge you. Yeah. Not saying you're wrong. I just want to pose a question to you. Yeah. Do you think that if you just pulled back 20% on that and gave that to yourself to do more for yourself, do you think that would be better for them? Not only for you, but for them too.
Yes, 100%. And here's the thing.
Yeah.
I'm doing exactly that.
Okay.
But it's not that it's like a deliberate, like an intentional, or I need to start doing less. Yeah. Is that they're starting to require less from me. So those first stages of having children, it's very busy.
Yeah.
It's incredibly busy, and especially with your wife and a little baby, not sleeping. Yeah. It's very difficult in the home.
Yeah.
Right? Now that they're starting to get a little older, don't get me wrong, there's more activities to do. I'm running around, but it's easier to, hey, go chill with grandma for a bit so I can do this, right? Yeah. Okay, mom can handle all 3 kids now because one's not crying and consistently or not sleeping, and mommy's getting her sleep now. So like she can handle she doesn't need as much help. Like it's just a little more.
Things are starting to open up a bit.
Gel a little bit in the house, right? Yeah. It's making it a little easier. Those beginning stages of having a baby are very, very difficult, especially 3 so close together like I had. So things are starting to gel in the home a little bit more, which is making it easier for me. And I am starting to pull back, I guess, a little bit, 20%. So now I'm starting to figure out how to get my gym time back, which I know if I don't do now, if I don't get in there now and start going beast mode like you are right now, it's all over for me. I have to do it now. It's all over for me.
I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing to put that pressure on you. I don't know.
No, it has to be now. It has to be now. No, I can't.
I'll hit a depression. I don't know if it's good. There's some good things to that, and there's some bad things. I don't know.
I'll hit some sort of depression, bro.
I don't know if that's good. Well, if you know what's good for you. I wish I could even give you some advice or like what I did, but to be honest, I don't know, man. There's just
it's hard.
That switch just went off, and for me, when that switch goes off, it's just I've always said it. Like when the time comes and I flick the switch, it's game.
Yeah, it's game on.
But I don't have control of that switch though. Yeah. That's a problem. Yeah. It turns on and then it's on until I'm like, okay, I should probably shut this down. Yeah. But when I shut it down, I don't know how to turn it back on.
I've flicked that switch and I'm ready to go. And then, like I said, I've been aligning everything to make that happen. Yeah. Something I've been obsessed with, but I think a lot of people are starting to become obsessed with in the world. Everyone seems to be getting like a little more natural and trying to find like natural remedies and natural ways to heal their bodies and
people don't trust
well, we don't have to get into why. I think we all know why by now. But the cold plunges are getting very popular. There's something I'm reading up about now called red light therapy.
Yeah,
that regenerates cells and things like these.
I don't know if that stuff actually is true though. If it works,
I have no idea.
I've read a lot. So I'm a very skeptic person. So when I see shit like that, I just do a ton of research.
Yeah.
And then when I do the research, there's like, okay, if you go to articles on the internet, it will say a lot of may. It should help.
Yeah.
Could possibly help.
Yeah.
And when I see that, I dive deeper.
Yeah.
So, yeah, when you look at the actual research of it, there's no conclusive evidence that this works.
Yeah. Right. See, I don't do that. I'm more of the YouTube guy. Yeah. But I find the little small person who's not getting paid to talk about this device that's supposed to help them naturally, a light is beaming on them, and what do they think about it, right? Yeah. I'm more of that, right?
Yeah. And the thing is with the studies sometimes too, they're hard as shit to understand because they're like written by like scientists and doctors and shit.
Right. And you know who funded the study and this.
Yeah. So you look at it sometimes and you're like,
yes,
I'm not too sure.
That's why it's so hard for me to like even trust those things, right? Because you just never know what the intent is. Are you just like in bed with whoever's selling this product?
Well, you don't just look at one. That's what
Oh no, definitely not.
When I dive, if I'm gonna look, I'm gonna take a look.
Right? No, that's what I think was great about podcasts. Yeah. Like I love listening to podcasts for little things like that. So someone might see this like red light therapy. What is that?
Yeah.
This person's looking into red light therapy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of little things that I've already implemented into my life.
Good.
To just kind of like take me to that next level.
Yeah.
You know, keep it natural. You know.
Oh shit! Now I just realized something. I feel so bad about that day. That day you're coming to my gym, and I couldn't answer the phone. That was probably one of your times. You're like, "Oh, I'm gonna get it in." So little backstory.
I was hyped,
little backstory.
I was hyped, bro.
Homeboy was like, "Mike, I'm gonna come by your gym and work out." I'm like, "Yeah, no problem, bro. I'll let you in. I got you, dog. No problem."
Texted him right back. I'll be there. I'll go in there now. I'll be there in like 20 minutes.
Like an hour. Like was it an hour or half an hour later? I'm like, bro, I'm so sorry.
My ringer was over an hour later.
I don't know what was. I don't know if my ringer wasn't on it or was at like some dinner or something.
Yeah.
And I can't remember what it was. I think that's what it was. Yeah. And then after, I'm like, oh shit, sorry. Yeah. So yeah, he didn't get to work out. I felt terrible. So now you made that. I get where this all went. You did this purposely. I'm gonna make this guy feel like shit.
That was just like such a ninja move to me. This guy's being a ninja right now. Come on, bro.
Now you see me.
This guy's being such a. This is such a ninja move.
I'm gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
My bad, bro.
I'm gonna throw shots. Mitch would have never did that for me, man.
My bad.
No, you know what? It took an hour to get to where I wanted to be because I had to double back and go to the other gym. But thankfully that other gym was open because originally they were closed. Yeah. Because they were doing some cleaning and stuff inside. But when I DM'd him, no problem. Boom. So I was like, that's service, bro.
Wow.
I ain't go full send.
Wow.
I'm going to send him this clip. He going to love it. He going to love it.
It's all good.
You're going to love La. But thank you, man. Next time, I will come back again.
Yeah.
And I will come hit it. If you're going to there today, maybe I'll even come hit it today.
Yeah.
To get a lift in. But yeah, man, that's where I'm at. I'm at a very critical point in my life, and I'm going to make it happen, man. I'm going to make it happen. The switch is flipped, bro. It's been flipped.
Yeah, you're ready.
It's just there's so much juggling. I've been implementing, and it's almost time to go.
That's the other thing for me too. That is, and I can openly say this. I know it's a fault to me. Is like if that switch turns on, but like I can't make it happen. The fuse box automatically shuts it back down. It's like, we'll just have to figure out another time.
Yeah.
And like I said, I don't have control over, like, I'm not really good at being like, yo, it's go time.
Yeah.
In that regard. Other things, I can do that.
Yeah.
But when it comes to, like, the gym, like, it's either it's there or it's not there for me.
Yeah.
But when it's there, it's very hard to beat me. Very hard to beat me.
I can't even
beat myself, apparently. Like, as I said, right? Even when I tell myself don't go, myself will not allow me not to go.
It's so important, man. I can never stress that point as enough. Like, it's so important. The gym is so important. How much it helps us. I want to speak from a man's perspective as men to grow and to learn and to be who we are. Like, it's something that everybody should do in some shape or form. Like, it's going to be different for everybody, of course, but you should always try to get that heart pumping and stay active in some way.
It just changes like it changes kind of this like my state of mind, like just where my head's at.
Yeah.
It just changes like my whole vibe.
Yeah.
When I'm going, like my vibe's up there.
Yeah.
Right.
I agree.
And when I'm not, like you can see it in like my daily activity. You can feel it when you're close to me. You're like,
yeah.
You know how many times clients have like, I would train, like, let's say I've like trained like 3 days or whatever. And then like, for again, like the switch wasn't on. So there'd be like 3 or 4 days where I don't go. And clients would train me and be like, he's not himself today. You're not yourself today. What's up?
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know, there's this, there's that. But there's this and that because the gym wasn't happening.
Right.
You know, and it just, you start to see the negatives. You start to feel those a little bit more.
Right.
You start to like in the background, you're just having this discussion of like, man, I'm such a piece of shit. Like, why can't I just like get myself to do X, Y, Z? Why can't I just get myself to the gym?
Right.
You know, and it starts to like, it affects you like in so much ways.
Right.
So again, going back to that other story, even just sometimes going to prove to yourself that I'm in control. If I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be done well, but I'm going to do it.
You're going to do it.
Right? I can fail. That's fine. Failure is inevitable. But if you keep trying, if you keep going, success is also inevitable too. Right? You only have to win once. You can fail a shitload of times, but you only have to win once.
There you go. Win once. Get to the damn gym, boys.
Get in there.
And women. You know, women, y'all got to get to the gym too. It's important.
But don't get in there too much. Don't get in there too much. We don't want you. We don't want you getting all super.
We need some
baby
little
bit of fluff.
We need some fluff. A lot of men want some fluff.
There's a little bit of fluff.
A lot of men want some fluff.
Okay by me.
Yeah. Switch gears a little bit.
Yeah.